Hello, everybody. Everybody who's watching this video. Hello from me. I am Ivana. I am part of the team of Hand in Hand with African Women. And together with me today, there is Mama Dinah. Welcome, Mama Dinah, on our first kind of talk that we will have a series of talks within Hand in Hand. So how are you doing today?
I'm very happy, Ivan, to hear your voice and to welcome me in this interview. I'm very happy and I'm very jovial again to be with you.
Thank you. Yes, same pleasure, Mama Dinah.
Mm-hmm.
So if you could maybe tell us, because probably a lot of our followers and donors already know that you are part or like you're the leader of the community of Masai Mara. Could you tell us a little bit more, like what's your little bit background and who you are?
Okay. Most of all, I'm going to introduce myself. I'm Dinah Nabala, and I'm in Masai. I'm a Masai by the tribe because in our country we have almost 47 to 48 tribes, and I'm in Narok County, and I live in Masai Mara.
Mm-hmm.
And from there where we live, we have a community. We are pastoralists. We keep cows and animals. We don't do a lot of farming because the Maasai don't know how to do the cultivation, but we are the domestic keepers. And the issue that as we have been having with the aunt in aunt, I'm very happy for them. They have been supportive. We have seen what they have done to us. They heard our cry and they just chip in and want to help the Maasai community. And the problem we have is water. As we met with Mama Lucille, we gave the 3 priorities, and the first priority was water. Because as you know, all that water is life. Without water, there is no life. Everything depends on water. It's like oxygen. If we don't have oxygen, we cannot live. And where we live, we don't have water in my community completely. We don't have clean water. The water that we normally use is we dig some dams whereby the cows, the donkeys, the sheep, and the goats goes there and drink that water. They get inside, they do everything there. Some dogs come in, they swim there, and that's the water that we are using. And the distance of the community, especially the mamas walking. Some mamas walk about 4 to 5 kilometers, and they carry on their backs 20 liters of water. And remember that when you go home, you still have some other work to do, because in my culture, the mama does do each and every work in the home. The men are the one who looks after the cows. So you have to go and fetch firewood, prepare some food for the family when the children have gone to school. And others, even, as you know, the Maasai people, they have so many wives, like 5, 4 to 6, even others have 10 wives. So a husband cannot manage to look all after the 10 wives. A mama, it's very difficult. Yeah, it's very difficult.
Yeah.
But they just try their best, and you can see that they are trying. And that's why now we were requesting for some donors to help us with the water. We have school children. Even the school was being closed because of there was no water. We had the organization of they chipped in and they had a borehole, but it did not go deep. So the water was not, they did not go to the level of water that was needed. So sometimes the generator can stop because there is no enough water, and that water is salty. And again, the community cannot afford to buy some diesel for the generator. So the water is very important for my community. That's why I was requesting for the help of those mamas. And I've sent some pictures showing the water that we are using. It's very dirty. You cannot even, when you see it, even you cannot even bath with that water.
Right. So you said, as you said, that you walk somewhere like even 5 kilometers. That's the first challenge. Then you have to bring the water all the way, but it's not even drinkable. Like,
Yeah, it's not
there are animals
drinkable.
even like
Yeah.
bathing in that water. So what is
Yeah.
like the solution that we are like looking for now, or you are looking for your community?
The solution is just to help the community get the clean water. And for the animals also, as you know, the community, we have about more than 5,000 people around, including the cows, donkeys, and sheep and goats, because they also depend on that water, and school children plus the teachers. So it's around more than 5,000 plus are the people who will depend on that water. So it's my cry and requesting for the help from Auntie Nant and the organization and the person who hears this, to help the Maasai mamas and the Maasai community and Olongirin community to assess the clean water.
Yeah. So the solution that we are also looking at here is that we want to kind of dig a well, which would be closer even to your community and where the water would be drinkable. So the mamas would not have to even waste their energy because they really need it for other activities, as you say, that they do everything.
My request was to dig the borehole, then to take the water 3 kilometers north and 3 kilometers west, 3 kilometers east, and 3 kilometers south. I was requesting so that we can take the clean water to school children so that they can get the education. They can stay until the school is being closed. Like now, the school has reopened again because we got rain. Now they have clean water. They have water to cook, to wash their clothes and to drink and to cook, as our children are sleep. They live in school. It's a boarding school, a semi-boarding school from grade 4 to grade 8. They board in school. So now at least when we get that clean water, it will assist them and they will be much grateful with the teachers, because sometimes even the teachers don't have water, so they have to go. The school have to be closed down.
I see, I see. So basically now you're kind of more or less left out for mercy of the rain to come, and that there it also helps the community to be running, and this way it will be more sustainable that we have a borehole in the middle, which will like really develop the whole system.
Yes, it will help a lot, because now the borehole will not dry up. That borehole will go forever until, I don't know, until we leave, and they will benefit. Everyone will benefit, as water is life.
Yeah, so it will be really like well of life in the
yeah.
Yeah, so Mama Dina, also you mentioned that before we know that you had like a lot of period of time that was without the rain, and basically you were suffering of lack of water. Was there maybe something, because you mentioned also at the beginning that your tribe is kind of, that you don't really are not agricultural people, that traditionally you keep cows, but was there something maybe that I don't know, you reconsidered, or is there some realization for you after suffering so much drought?
Okay, like now, Ivan, the drought started last year. From April, we hadn't seen any rain.
Wow.
And as the pastoralists, we depend on cows. By August last year to September, the cows really died. I can tell you around, if someone had 400 cows, he remains with 70 to 60, even one can have 50. Because of the drought, no water, no green, no grass. And when I was sleeping one day, I was thinking of, now I have to think outside the box to see what are the mamas going to benefit to do now, because we normally depend on milk, but there is no milk. It's not only me, the whole community, the entire Maasai community. So I was thinking, if we can get the water, the borehole, the mama will join us and start going to, we have a company called in Kenya, KEBS. We go and apply so that we can be registered and start selling the water for drinking through the borehole, instead of now depending on milk, on the cow milk, whereby we don't have them now. And again, I was also thinking of, if the mamas can plant 5 fruits, a mango tree and avocado, orange, and a pawpaw or a lemon tree, that will be 5, and we water them, that we will be benefit with that, because they will sell them. Instead now on depending on one thing. And if we can get water, that is what definitely we are going to do, so that we can see that the ends meet together and we meet our requirements. Educating children, as you know, the Maasai especially don't educate girls. It depends on mama. They can get the money to buy the sanitary towels for their girls and even for themselves. Because it's in our culture, men don't buy sanitary towels to the children. They say that we don't even mention to them. It's a taboo. You don't even mention that thing. So the mamas will benefit from that, because there was a time Mama Lucille had contributed the sanitary towels for the girls, whereby we took the sanitary towels to 5 schools. They really appreciated, especially the principals, because they said that sometimes they dish to their pockets. The girls sleep in the dormitory because she don't have that sanitary towels, and she don't go to class. So Mama Lucille and the entire group contributed a lot of sanitary towels, whereby we went there and gave out the sanitary towels with the support of mamas. We had some bid doing with the Free the Children. They call themselves Free the Children by that time, but they changed the name and say Me to We. Then they used to bring some beads and we make them, they pay us. And we contributed, each mama contributed around 10 shillings, and we kept them. When Mama Lucille contributed, we had our contribution to Mama Lucille, and we bought the sanitary towels to the girls. So that water will help a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Like solving so many problems or like challenges that you're having as a community. But it's wonderful to hear that you're taking this new step of your vision, that to plant the trees. We have also Mama Charity from Togo, that she's also kind of growing her garden. So we also supporting each other in this, that maybe broadening the vision of how to make the communities really sustainable, as that's what really hand in hand with African women stands for to really be self-sustainable. And so maybe can you, Mama Dinah, for the kind of closing of this short interview, can you a little bit elaborate on this? What's your vision of for your community? How would you like it to look like maybe in 5 years or something like this?
Okay, in 5 years to come, and God will hear that prayer, I would like us to have that borehole is the first thing now. And the second thing now, I think, is to go and ask the agricultural officer to come and teach the mamas, after we get the water, teach the mamas how to plant their tree. I want now to make a change in my community to teach them not to depend on cows only. I have opened my eyes, and I will open the eyes of the rest of my community, that we have to look outside the box, or to think outside the box, not only depending on cows. In 5 years, I think I'll make sure that we go 3 steps ahead. We'll bring the changing, and may God keep us alive, because that will happen. And after that, now we can come now for the cooler, because we requested the cooler for the milk. And my first priority was only water, because that is the major problem now we have. But for the 5 years, we'll have the fruit first, and then now the cooler will be the third one. It was the second one, but I'll put it now to be the third one. So that's my wishes to my community.
Yeah, wonderful, Mama Dinah. Thank you so much for sharing what you stand for, what is your vision. And as you heard, dear followers and donors, the borehole is really the crucial first step that we need to do in Mama Dinah's community. So we will appreciate your donations. You can do it on our website, and we look forward to connect with you, also subscribe for our newsletter, and so see you soon, connect to you soon. Thank you, Mama Dinah, again for this interview.
Okay, thank you very much, Ivan, and God bless
everybody.
you. Okay, bye.